What's up guys, and welcome back to Media.Vision Plays, where today we have some more of the 100 line Last Defense Academy. So last time out we finally finished up the romance route, which unfortunately, even though I didn't hate it, I definitely did not enjoy it as much as I would hope to. Because there were some funny moments, it was definitely a more goofy timeline. It did have a couple of sentimental moments as well, but it just was not enough to get me over the line, and as I was saying in the last video, because of the fact that it takes me away from a more interesting timeline, which is talking to Hiriko, discovering maybe some more about what she knows about the other timelines. It was very frustrating in that regard, but we did have a couple of nice moments, like the fact that we do have a romance with Tsubasa at one point. As I said before, that is my own personal headcanon for Takumi. But there were also just a lot of endings as well. Like one where Takumi decides he's gonna go be with Nozomi, one where he tries to go for the harem route and gets knocked out by Moko. So there's just a whole lot going on in that one timeline, but we're done with that. We can finally move on, so let's get into it. Alright, well, I thought this was a good idea to kiss Hiriko, but obviously it's not, because then she got me killed, so let's say no. Whether she was joking or not, it made no difference. This was one order I wasn't willing to follow. I couldn't kiss Hiriko, not with the way I felt about Karawa or Nozomi for that matter. I still wasn't sure whether those two were the same person or not, but when I thought about them, I knew I couldn't go through with this. So I didn't. I didn't say or do anything. She didn't speak either. We both sat there in silence, gazing at the undying flames flickering in the distance. After what seemed like a long time, Hiriko finally broke the silence.
You didn't think I was serious, did you?
I mean, kind of. Then you killed me, so I decided no.
Honestly, you're just as naive as ever.
A faint smile played across her lips for a moment, then she abruptly got to her feet. She left without saying another word. Does that mean I passed your test? You gonna tell me everything now? I didn't have a chance to stop her, and was left all on my own. Once again, Hiriko had avoided telling me the truth. All of a sudden, she seemed so fragile, so vulnerable. Like if I called out to her now, she might disappear completely. Despite all that, I think I finally had my answer. Just now, Hiriko said I was as naive as ever. It's a weird way to talk about someone you've only known for 9 days. Those words, along with everything else that had happened, were starting to add up. Look at Takumi, man. Showing some intelligence here, piecing it all together. I like that. Hiriko was like me. She wasn't the same Hiriko that started out here in this timeline.
She's also a time traveler.
Oh, ding dong? Hello? Hello? This is a supplemental broadcast.
Ignore the announcement about celebrating your milestone. I already unlocked all the classrooms.
Hooray!
That means you don't get anything special today.
Just use this time to train extra hard, okay?
Oh, right. Training, huh? I doubted I'd be making time for that today. I had something much more important to deal with. Namely, picking things up where I left off with Hiriko. She'd blown me off again last night. I was getting tired of this. Today's the day I get the truth out of her. Of course, just saying it was one thing. How do I actually do that, though? Technically, I'd refused to carry out Hiriko's final order. That meant our deal was off. If I tried the straightforward approach, she'd only blow me off again. But what else can I do? This sounds like such a cliche, but maybe I could give her a present? Something special. Something that would show her I really care and get her to trust me. Only problem is, I can't think of anything that would move Hiriko that much. Thought about it a while longer, but still didn't come up with anything. Guess I'll just have to ask the others. You know, it's kind of funny, I actually do remember that there's one thing in the gift-o-matic that I couldn't make that I think is going to be her final present on a report card. I'm guessing that's what this is leading to. I think it's a calico cat figure, if I'm not mistaken. I guess we're going to talk to the others and find out she likes calico cats. And so, after breakfast, I set out to ask around and try to figure out what to get Hiriko. Alright, who should I talk to first? That's a good question. We got a few people here, also some in the other places. I'm gonna talk to the ones that we don't have to first. Hey, Kurata, what do you got to say?
You want Hiriko to take off her top for you? The indecency!
I said I wanted her to open her heart to me. I wish you'd listen.
Even if she does open it up for you, I don't think there's enough there for you to get a real handful.
Hey!
Not talking about her chest.
If I were you, I'd forget about touching and just watch her jump around or something. Even someone as small as her is gonna have some decent jiggle when she's in motion.
This is getting me nowhere. Maybe she just can't hear me properly through that mask. No, I think she's messing with you. Tsubasa?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. Whatever it is, can it wait till later? Looks like Tsubasa's working on something. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I guess I'll have to go ask someone else. It ain't what it looks like. I totally wasn't gonna steal parts from the school bus to trick out my bike. Why would you even think that? So that's what you're doing in here? Takamado, your motorcycle's a class weapon. It's made of hemoanima. You can't just attach regular vehicle parts to it and expect them to work. Oh, is that how that works? I think so. I asked Takamado for ideas on what might make Hideko open her heart to me. Unfortunately. Sorry, man. I got no idea what makes that girl tick. Let me know if I can help with anything else. Gotta make up for yesterday somehow.
Huh?
What do you mean? You know, when I knocked you around in the infirmary? I've apologized to everyone for breaking the Revival-Matic, but it still feels like it's not enough.
Hey!
Takomi! Perfect timing. Can I put you in a Cobra twist real quick? No. I'd rather you didn't. Then what are you even doing here? What is there to do in a gym besides wrestling? Oh, you want to play a romance game? No. There's tons of stuff. It's okay, I get it. You've come to interrogate me about that thing, right? Well, it's true. I opened the valve for the fountain in the courtyard all the way. What about it? You saying that could have had something to do with how Eito escaped? I didn't say anything about anything yet. It sounds like it could be important, though. Huh? Can you tell me some more about that? It was yesterday, really early in the morning. I'd say 1 a.m. on day 9. I felt really hot and I couldn't sleep, so I went for a little walk in the courtyard. Then I ended up talking to Eito. I've been wondering just how high that fountain over there can reach. Maybe you'd be good enough to turn it up for me? Once he mentioned it, I got curious too. I opened the valve and the water started shooting up like a huge geyser. And you just left it like that? Yeah, Eito asked me to. Said watching it would help him sleep. That definitely sounded suspicious. I wasn't sure what it meant yet, but I felt like I should remember it for later. Right now, I had to focus on Hideko. I switched gears and asked Moko if she had any idea what she might like. She thought for a moment before answering. I don't know how much this will help, but she once told me she likes stuff that comes in sets of 3 colors. 3 colors? Yeah, stoplights, sports medals, that kind of thing. Even wine that's got red, white, and rose. Oh, and another thing. Moko reached into her hood and pulled something out. Sanshoku pan?
No!
It's 3 flavors in 1 bun. I got it from the cafeteria. I was gonna eat it later, but I got plenty more. You can have this one. I had no reason to say no, so I took the bun and left. Alright. It is kind of funny because I didn't even really think about it that much during the romance route, but Eito is not mentioned at all. He's just staying in the strange room the entire time, I suppose. But yeah, we still don't really know how he got out of his cage yet. Hey, Eito. Hello, Takumi. I've been thinking about when you visited me a while back and said you're alive. I've been trying to figure out what you could have experienced to make you say that, and... And what? You really want to know? Yeah. Then let me out of here. I promise I'll tell you then. So that was just another ruse, huh? Was it though? I assure you it's a very convincing theory. As if anyone would fall for that. I glared at Eito for a moment in silence. If you did let me out, I could be useful in other ways too. I could act as your advisor, help you out with any little things you don't want anyone else knowing about. Not interested. You're the one who's visiting me. Why are you even here if not to hear what I have to say? I came here for ideas on how to get through to Hideko, but even if Eito did know anything useful, he was the last person I wanted to get help from. No, don't look at me like that. I might just have to tell everyone about the other thing, you know. Which other thing? About you coming from the future. You still haven't told them, have you? I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. It's a secret between you and me. And a secret this important isn't something you blurt out in the heat of the moment. No, I'm saving it for the right moment. Suddenly I noticed something sticking out of Eito's pocket. I darted forward, reached in, and pulled it out. What's this? Oh, it's a cum balloon. What? Can't you tell? It's a balloon. Not just any balloon either. It's made of a special kind of rubber that makes it extra sturdy. I stared at the balloon in my hand, trying to piece some things together. You can have it if you like. There's plenty more where that came from. I shoved it in my pocket and left. The hell did you get this? I got a couple more people on the second floor who also are not connected to the story, but I'm just kind of curious to hear what they have to say. Takumi, perfect timing. You mind if I kill you real quick? Of course I mind. Oh, that's too bad. There's so many mysteries hiding inside our bodies, and what better way to solve them than with a nice thorough autopsy? I asked Yugamo for ideas on what might make Hideko open her heart to me, but... Sorry, I don't think I can tell you anything. You should probably ask someone else. Hi, Nozomi.
Something to make Hideko open up to you? Sorry, I can't think of anything. Why do you want her to open up to you anyway? Do you not like me anymore?
What do you mean anymore? What? How do you know anything?
Oh, Eito told me.
Son of a bitch. That's okay. Anyway, what are you doing in here?
I wanted to make sure we have a solid strategy for our next battle. I thought I might pick up some tips on military tactics from some of these books.
Twins, you checking out the courtyard here? Trying to figure out how Eito got out, I suppose? Please don't disturb the crime scene, Mr. Sumino. The world's greatest mystery-solving twins are working a case here. A case?
Isn't it obvious? The sad, or scandalous Outski disappearance for short.
Why is the short version longer? Have you found any clues? No, not yet, but there is one thing that's interesting.
Takumi, did you notice anything strange about the courtyard when we came here last night?
No, not really.
The ground was damp. The whole place was soaked. There are a lot of plants here, so there's a lot of moisture around, but it was a lot wetter than usual yesterday. It was like the courtyard had been doused by a sprinkler or something.
Well, Moko did turn on the fountain. I didn't notice that at all. What's it got to do with the sad case? That's the question we aim to answer during this investigation. The ground in the courtyard was wet. It's weird, but I've got other things to worry about. I asked Ima and Kako for ideas on what might make Hideko open her heart to me. To their credit, the two of them gave the matter some serious thought before answering.
Sorry, I've never really spoken to Hideko all that much.
Me neither. I don't think I can tell you anything useful. That's too bad.
Here, maybe this'll make up for it.
Kako reached into her pocket and took something out. What's this?
It's a piece of poop.
Thank you, Kako. What? She's kidding. It looks like some kind of animal fossil to me. I couldn't tell you what kind of animal it was, though.
We found it while we were looking for Eito before. Looks rare, doesn't it? Here you go.
Without waiting for a reply, Kako passed the strange fossil into my hand. Well, I had no reason to refuse to take it, and I figured it might come in useful for something later on. Thanks, twins. I guess what the implication is right now is that Moko turns up the fountain because Eito asked her to, and that ends up flooding, I guess, this whole area, and maybe somehow that short-circuited the power in the cage? Either that or because he had the balloons, maybe he filled a balloon with water and then threw it at wherever the power is for the cages. I don't know. Just seems odd that they could so easily be short-circuited though, so it doesn't seem likely. How you doing, Shoma?
Oh, Takumi, are you here to help me train? I'm still so weak, I feel like I might keel over if an invader just looks at me hard enough.
Sorry, but there's something else I want to talk about. I told Shoma about my quest to gather information.
There's something that will make Hideko open her heart? Well, I can think of one thing. Soft vinyl?
What? Like plastic?
Yes, I think a doll made from soft vinyl. Although doll isn't really the right word, maybe figure would be better. It's not just the human-shaped ones she likes after all.
Did Hideko tell you that herself?
That's right. She used to collect them back at the complex.
Wait, how did you figure all this out?
A sadistic ice queen like her secretly being a passionate toy collector? It's kind of cute, don't you think?
Those are some surprisingly strong terms coming from Shoma.
No, speaking of toys, about 2 days ago, Eito asked me for something. I just remembered now, and it might have something to do with how he escaped.
What did he ask you for?
Some sturdy rubber balloons. Empty ones, of course, not already inflated. They were about 100 of them.
100?
I made them using the gift-o-matic and gave them to him at that morning, along with his breakfast. He said he wanted them to help strengthen his diaphragm and improve his lung capacity. I didn't believe that was all there was to it, of course. But I didn't see how it could hurt, so I gave them to him anyway.
It's not quite coming together just yet. Alright, I don't really want to talk to you, but here we go. Takumi, let's play water polo. No. No, Gaku, I don't want to play polo right now. Tried to ask Gaku for ideas on what might make Hideko open her heart to me, but how the heck would I know? Hideko's totally not my type. I bet she'd never let me touch her boobs, even in a million years. Can't we get to one timeline where Gaku dies and we don't have to deal with him at all in that timeline? Because the one timeline we did, it was super quick. Like, he dies, and then Nigo gets knocked out, gets replaced with the other AI, and then it was a very quick timeline. We were done with it so fast. I wanted more of that timeline. I should have known better than to ask him anything. I better try someone else. Now, Dadami, on the other hand, I can't believe most of the timelines on this side have been without her. We need her to stay alive for basically the rest of the game. She's so much more fun to have around.
A way to rip out Mistress Hideko's heart, huh?
That's not what I asked.
A way to get her cardiovascular muscle tingling.
That's not what I meant either.
Same diff. Did you or did you not ask for help stimulating her heart?
I guess so, but
Ooh, I've got it. Hit her with an AED. They're all about getting someone's heart moving. Ba-boom!
see, how can you not find that funny? Sire, Nigo, how you guys doing with the Revive-O-Matic?
You guys have really done it this time!
Are you still sore about the Revive-O-Matic? I thought you fixed it already.
We repaired enough for it to be operational again, but it's still not at 100% capacity.
The cognitive reconstruction circuit is still fried. Even if we bring you guys back, you might not keep all your memories.
Ha! You don't say. Is that bad? Takumi, you have no idea.
Of course it is! That's why we're working so hard to fix it!
We're on a break right now, but we are working on it.
That said, it's nothing you need to worry about. We should have it done in another 2 or 3 days.
Considering the next battle will be on day 15, that timing works out quite well.
5 days until the next battle. Even if it takes a little longer than they said, it should still work out fine. While I'm here, there's something I wanted your opinion on. I asked Sire and Nigo for ideas on what might make Hideko open her heart to me, but...
Oh, wait, are you planning to seduce Shizuhara?
No.
That will not do, Mr. Samino. We cannot allow salacious relationships between students at this school.
Yeah, bullshit. I just had a whole timeline that says otherwise. So it'd be okay at other schools? No, I shouldn't say that. It'll only make things worse. I tried to explain myself, but they wouldn't listen, and I left without getting any useful ideas.
Something that will touch Lady Hideko's heart. I'm not sure how useful this will be, but I believe she likes cats.
Cats?
You know, furry creatures that go meow. She had a pet one back at the complex.
How did people figure this out about Hideko? She doesn't open up to anybody.
She admires their independence, their ability to work at night, and their hunting habits. Apparently they remind her of herself that way.
Cats, huh?
If I may, I've been wondering about Sir Eito. Do you really think he could have broken out of his cage without any assistance?
Is something bothering you about that theory?
It may be nothing, but... something curious happened 2 days ago, on the night of day 8 after we'd all assembled in the cafeteria. When I heard there was to be a no post-battle celebration, I wandered into the courtyard to get some air. While I was out there, I heard a voice coming from the animal pens. It was Sir Eito, of course. He requested that I close the drain in the corner of the grounds.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he basically flooded the place. Now the question is, how did that help him get out of the cage though? Like, is there a failsafe that the doors open if there's a flood or something? I don't know. It's a lot of questions.
The sound of the water was keeping him awake. Even a prisoner deserves humane treatment. I thought I couldn't possibly do any harm.
So you did it?
Yes. I don't see how it could have any bearing on his escape, but I thought I should mention it.
I do hope that this also means that people are going to be less likely to get tricked by him. Because this will show it wasn't anybody colluding with him. It was just he asked 3 people for 3 simple favors, and that was enough for him to be able to get out. Now, granted, he didn't escape, so obviously the last question's about why he didn't. But yeah, I'm hoping because we've seen in other timelines how well he can manipulate people when they don't really know how deep his depravity is. I'm hoping this will help show that. I think this is all I'm going to learn for now. I don't know if I'm any closer to winning Hideko over, but at least I know more about her interests now. Alright, we've already seen these. So if I want to give her a present, a vinyl figure of a cat should be the way to go. But not just any cat. There's one more important detail that I learned. And that's the 3 colors. So a cat with 3 colors, in other words. A calico. Alright, I better head over to the Gift-O-Matic and whip up a calico cat figure. Let's do it! Okay, it's done. Now I just have to give it to Hideko. And I'm gonna be able to finally fill out a report card! Yes! It took me a while to figure out where Hideko was. Sometime after sunset, someone told me they seen her going into a room, so I hurried over there. Takumi, what are you doing in here? Haven't you heard of knocking? Whoops, sorry. I have something for you. What? I don't know if it's your kind of thing or not, but I handed the calico cat figure to Hideko. I don't understand. It's a present for you. I thought you might like it. Hideko stared at the little plastic figure and tears filled her eyes. Wait, tears? I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't think she'd like it that much. It's not possible. What do you mean? You couldn't possibly have known. About what? Hideko didn't reply, but she slipped the cat figure into her pocket. There was more going on here than I realized, but I'd gotten through to her. That much was clear. Pressing my advantage, I looked her in the eyes and asked again. Hideko, please, tell me the truth. The truth about you. Oh, it's convincing time? It's been a while since we've done one of these. Sure enough. Or persuasion. It's been so long I forgot the name of it.
What is this? You're just suddenly giving me a gift?
Are you trying to buy me over with material goods?
Probably should just be straightforward,
I'm
right?
a fool. Did you think giving me a present would get me to spill my guts to you?
Oh. She wouldn't want me to lie to her, though.
You're right. Honestly,
Giving you a present was the only thing I could come up with. I was just hoping giving you something nice would help me get through to you. Pretty dumb, huh?
Really are painfully direct sometimes. Well, it really doesn't matter.
Oh.
Seeing you right now really doesn't inspire me to ask about it. Forget I said anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought she would
trying to buy me over
prefer that I'm
with
straightforward.
material goods?
That's not it? Okay.
come on, that's not what I'm doing at all.
I just wanted to express myself to you. I thought it would help you understand that I'm acting in good faith. Or that you'd at least see how serious I am.
Anyway, a promise is a promise.
What are you talking
couldn't
about?
meet the conditions I laid out.
You mean last night?
You didn't follow my final order. Therefore, I have no obligation to tell you anything.
Oh.
You actually meant that?
You really wanted me to do it?
Are you completely insane? Of course not. I was just teasing you. Stop jumping to conclusions.
Maybe I was supposed to let that go.
Anything.
Yes, just gotta stay silent. Of course.
Ugh.
Although,
Well, there is something on my mind.
all of those were just like, what is it? I'm like, no, just be quiet. Let her talk.
Ugh.
She's trying to get me to interject, basically.
Let me just ask this. Why would you give something like that to me? A calico cat figure.
What made you pick this to give to me of all things?
Shit, I thought I pressed it in time.
Oh,
Why aren't you saying anything? Some reason you can't tell me. Anyway, there's nothing left for us to discuss. Let's call it a night.
Son of a bitch, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it was gonna be.
what made you pick
Just felt right. What?
this?
Thought
to
you'd
give
like
to
it? Okay.
It's like I told you before.
I somehow knew you'd like it.
Oh,
I see. It's true. I do like calico toys. Being totally honest with you, I was happy you gave it to me.
but how?
Yoshika told
How
me.
did you know?
Shoma told me.
My fondness for
I'm guessing I
soft
need to
vinyl
not-
figures. You couldn't possibly have known about
You told me
that.
yourself. There we go. I was like, I need to imply
Well,
that she told me in
Hideko-
another timeline.
You told me yourself.
Huh?
I asked Kyoshika, Shoma, and Moko about you. That was just an excuse. I knew long before I asked any of them. I swear it. The fact that you like cats and collect calico toys. Like I said, I remember you telling me yourself.
But how could you? No, that's impossible. This has to be some kind of mistake. Well, I guess you have my thanks for that calico toy.
Thank you.
No need. Glad you liked it. No need to respond. And we're moving on. Hey, what did you say just now? What did you mean by that's impossible?
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
How am I supposed to...
I told you, it's some kind of mistake.
There's no way you could have known.
Oh. I don't know. Which one of those two?
What a waste of my time. There's nothing left for us to discuss. Let's call it a night.
No. We're gonna retry, even though I keep failing this.
There's no way you could have known.
I do know. I don't know why I would say I don't know in that situation. I know all too well.
What is it you think you know exactly?
All the pain and suffering you've been through.
Watch your mouth.
You're hurting all on your
Are
own.
you insane?
Isolated all this time. Shut up.
Don't say things like that so lightly. You'd never understand.
I kind of want to say shut up, but I think... Oh.
No way you...
I don't think shut up is right, but I kind of want to see what what her response is to that.
Are you insane?
Shut up!
Shut up!
She kills me. Game over. Damn it. Just be quiet and listen to me. For once in your life, just be a good girl and listen. If I don't get stabbed for this.
Are you mocking me?
Ow. I wanted it to be something a little funnier than that. Alright, probably...
Watch your mouth.
You've been isolated all this
Are you
time?
insane?
Yeah. She has been so alone, she's not been able to really open up to anybody.
Isolated all this time.
Shouldering this burden alone. Isn't that right?
Stop it.
I guess, if there's something weighing you down, I want a piece of that burden. No, not just a piece.
Listen to me, Hideko. All of the pain and suffering you're feeling,
I'll share it with you.
I'll share it with you.
Takumi,
Right there. Right on the edge.
Hideko, we can build a new future. One where nobody has to die. A future where we all make it to day 100 with a smile. Not just day 100, day 101, day 102. And every day after that too. Let's create a future where we can live happily forever. But if we're going to make that happen, you need to tell me everything. So please, tell me, Hiruko.
So we can make the perfect future that we all deserve together.
So we can make the perfect future that we all deserve together.
Tell me. Yeah.
Takumi, are you sure you can handle it? The truth is a lot more cruel than you think. Once you hear it, there will be no going back. Are you prepared for that? Do you still want to know?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh?
Alright, I'll tell you. But promise me one thing first. Whatever you might learn, don't let it destroy you.
So I'm about to learn, I think, everything that we've learned in the other timelines. Which I'm a little concerned about because obviously there's still a whole mess of timelines on the other side of killing Eito. I am a little worried I'm going to get spoiled on some of the stuff over there. Kind of like when we learned that Kako was the one who was possessed by the Gi Queen to start. So I'm a little worried about that. It might ruin some of the other timelines and make it feel like there's no point to play through them. But we'll see. See what happens. I looked into her eyes again. Okay, I promise. Hideko seemed to accept my resolve. Then she abruptly left the room and led me outside. What are we doing out here?
Oh.
I wanted us to see the satellite.
Hideko looked up into the night sky where the pale, shimmering artificial satellite hung in the void of space.
It's so far away from us. Almost impossibly far. It looks so big. So close. Like we could reach out and touch it. But we'll never actually get there. Or more accurately, we've never got there. Even after everything we've tried, it's always just out of reach.
I don't know, there were a couple timelines. Although, maybe some of the ones where we actually did go up there, maybe she wasn't completely herself. Like, for instance, the one where we go decide to attack the satellite in the cult of Takumi. Maybe that blocks out her ability to see that timeline.
Everything we've tried?
Oh.
You probably figured this out already, but I'm a time traveler, just like you.
I hesitated for a moment, then nodded.
Oh.
But this isn't a one-time only thing. I've lived through these 100 days countless times. Every time, things play out a little differently and create all kinds of new problems. I've experienced all those variations, all the branching timelines that result from the different choices we make. That's why I've been able to tell when the next attack is coming, among other things.
Oh.
And all of this doesn't just apply to me.
Huh.
There's someone else. And that's you, Takumi.
Huh?
You've also experienced our 100 days here countless times before.
What was she talking about? I was so confused I blurted out the first thing that came into my head. That can't be right. This is only my second time here.
Tuh.
No, it's not. You've been through this just as much as me, over and over again in an endless loop. Even now, this is only the most recent in a long series of 100-day cycles.
Yeah, I know. I've been playing this game for so long. This is gonna be video 69.
Nice.
You just can't remember the others.
No, it can't be.
Strictly speaking, neither of us are time travelers in the way you think we are. This isn't a matter of us leaping back in time. It's more that we're trapped in a time loop.
So almost like Takumi's decision to travel back in time put us in a time loop is what she's saying? Maybe not what she's saying, but I think the implication here, because Takumi's even said a few times that him deciding to go back in time was the wrong decision. And so maybe that's what she means. Interesting. Does that mean we're going to find a way to break out of it, or are we just going to be stuck in it forever?
That goes for me, and you too. You're the same as me, Takumi. You're not a time traveler. You're a time looper.
Interesting. Okay. See, this is what we were missing by doing the romance route. What? No way! Son of a bitch! No! You have arrived at Story Lock 1. You will not be able to progress without meeting certain conditions. Try exploring other branches for now. Reach endings 34, 36, 72, and 76, and reach Story Lock 3. Oh, I'm so pissed. Where have the other story locks been then? Or have there been? No, that was the first one. So, okay. Well, I mean, I guess we'll go ahead and start on Eito's fate now. I'm so curious. I want to know more. But I do appreciate that fact, though, that they do actually lock off the story until you learn a bit more. So we've seen, I'm guessing these were probably the most recent endings. I've seen 1 through 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. So 1 through 68. That's funny that we've actually got through 68 endings and 68 videos. I mean, obviously, we also had to go through the entire first scenario too, so it's not exactly equating to one ending per video, but alright, well, I guess it's time to go back and kill Eito and see what happens after that. It's so funny to me, though, because I was so excited to really get into the Hideko story and learn more, and they're like, alright, here we go, you're not a time traveler, you're a time looper, and pause, let's go to something else now. And I just know the first decision that I get on this new timeline, I just know I'm going to pick one that's going to piss me off. It's going to take me down a timeline similar to like the Box of Blessings route or the romance route, something that just frustrates me. I'm like, alright, can we get back to something else, please? Alright, time to see what this timeline's going to be, because we already had in another timeline, we had Takumi absorb Eito's powers, and it ended up with Eito being inside of him. So is that going to happen here too? That's right. Just like the Undying Flames boy said, I came back so I could change the future. If I let Eito live, history might repeat itself. If I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear. I need to end his life, here and now. Well, I need to get out my spreadsheet.
You're finished.
Suddenly, I found myself walking to my room. It's almost like I was running from something. I finally made it to the rooftop when I saw them there, as if they'd been waiting for me.
What's going on with you, Samino? Why would you leave the gym without saying anything? Maybe you didn't want to see Aotsuki looking like that?
Aha!
You have nothing to worry about, Samino. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. He was trying to destroy me, your commanding officer. And that's not all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity. You're our savior, the hero who saved mankind, so you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path. You don't know the half of it. Or perhaps I should say, he's straight off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. It may be true that Eito committed many crimes in the future you know, Takumi. But he hadn't done anything wrong here and now, had he? You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so at least, but you didn't give him the chance. That doesn't sound like the right thing to do to me. Shut up. Huh?
Do you think I don't know all that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat.
I clenched my fists and practically barked at my rebuttal at the ghost boy before running off to my room. It was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into a corner and wrapped my arms around my knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I repeated this to myself over and over again.
You're our savior, the hero who saved mankind. So you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Why can't I stop thinking about what he said after?
You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! I covered my ears and squeezed my eyes shut. But when I did, I could see Eito, now a blackened lump of flesh, staring at me hatefully. My eyes flew open. I was scared to so much as blink. I focused on my breathing, the only sound in the room. Spent the night curled into a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time.
Takumi, what the hell, man? Why did you... Eito, he...
Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They were all staring at me suspiciously.
We all saw the body in the gym.
And then Sire showed up.
Right, I explained what happened to everyone. I told them that you came back from the future. I told them Eito was abnormal and that he tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything, but they seemed reluctant to believe me.
Obviously, you tell us he came back from the future? And you think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh well, if you say so.
Yeah, none of us are that stupid. If a useless single-celled organism like me might be permitted to speak up, are we sure Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion?
At the very least, there's no way you can prove he's not.
That would mean Mr. Sumino got caught up in this delusion and ended up murdering someone.
That would make him the abnormal one around here.
Kako's words weighed heavily on me, but it wasn't true. Not sure if I made the right choice last night. I still don't have confidence in my decision even though I already made it. But what I experienced last time really happened. There's no way it was a delusion. I need them to understand that if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but... I looked right into everyone's eyes as I began to recount what I knew about the previous 100 days. I told them everything that happened. World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames in his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of Second to Last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there under the command of Nico. The only thing I left out was what I learned about Nozomi. The secrets she shared that first time were between her and me. It was night by the time I was done talking. But still, the doubt in their faces never left. I knew why too. It was because I'd killed Eito. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse. Like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale.
Oh.
I see. I think I understand. Doesn't look that way to me. I simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story.
Talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here? Right, it's late now.
But what do we do with Eito's body? It's still lying there in the gym. Should we bury him?
Oh.
Wait, it would be so pitiful to bury him when he looks like a pretzel stick. I wish we could do something about that.
Like what?
Restore his body to how it used to be, perhaps.
Is that even possible?
Obviously I can't do it, but maybe Sire.
Oh well, I mean it's not that I can't do it, but... That's a super secret technique written at the very end of a super secret commanding officer manual. So how in the world did you know about it, Shizuhara?
Just a guess.
A guess.
But why would we do that?
I told you, it's such a pity. We don't know if he was really a traitor or not. A body deserves dignity no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. Isn't it only normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be? No one objected to her suggestion. Sire reluctantly agreed. He must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it when it was only our 3rd day here. And so we transported Eito's body to a classroom on the 2nd floor. And this is when Hideko and I from a different timeline come in and check on his body. Brr! It's so cold! What is this room?
It's a morgue. Morgue?
What? I don't remember that from last time.
You never used it? Well, in a way that's a good thing. This is where we store bodies whose causes of death are unknown. Say one of you got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle. A bioweapon or nanomachines or something like that. In that case, we'd need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. We need a place to store the bodies in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. The temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing.
Everybody hunched their shoulders against the cold as they looked around the room. Their breath steamed in the air.
Well then, I'm going to get started on restoring the body. Would you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning. All right, one last thing.
We were about to leave when Sire stopped us.
I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Sumino as the Special Defense Unit's team leader.
Huh?
You saved me, Sumino, and you know the future. Plus, you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make a great leader. What kind of reason is that? I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from your commanding officer. Disobey and you will be court-martialed. You're to do as Sumino says starting tomorrow, got it?
I don't feel like they're going to take to it nearly as well in this timeline. We returned to the roof. Everybody's faces were even more gloomy, having seen Eito's body up close. They all vanished inside their rooms without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. The artificial satellite hung in the sky, lit with countless mechanical lights. It felt further away than the last time I saw it. Just then, I heard a pop inside my head. That sounded like a gee. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious. Did I just get possessed by a gee? In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there instead. Somebody else had got there before me. Hideko. Good morning. Did you eat breakfast? No, not yet. I'm not hungry. I could maybe go for a frog, though. Oh! So this entire timeline I'm gonna be a gee? How does that make sense?
Oh?
A frog? Forget that. What are you doing here? After a moment of silence, Hideko answered. Probably for the same reason you are. I wanted to see the results of the restoration. Sirei's not here. Does that mean he's done? Only one way to find out. Hideko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled back the sheet covering Eito's body.
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
Okay, so that means the gi inside of me is going to bring him back to life. What's weird is, like, I don't feel like Takumi's thoughts are going to talk about him being a gi now, so I don't know, this is a weird timeline now. I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he'd done to us the last time, but I felt some guilt about bringing him to such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotions within me eased a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine. Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Hideko covered him with the sheet once more. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. There you guys are! We found something messed up! Come look! Messed up? Just hurry! You'll see for yourself! Hideko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon our arrival. What is this? What confuses me about all of this, how come this Gi Queen didn't go after anybody in the first timeline? Or did it and we just didn't know at any point? Because I thought we needed to open a box of Calamity to release a Gi Queen, but now all of a sudden this one just comes after Takumi just because he killed Eito? Or is the implication that Eito has had a Gi Queen inside of him this whole time? And so Takumi killing Eito released the queen and now it's inside of him? I don't know. There's a lot of questions about this that I'm very confused about. Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard. I looked at the message. Leave the school now or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it. I finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school when I saw this.
Then he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it.
We all came running to see for ourselves. But who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this?
Prank?
I said what I said. Who would take this shit seriously? Looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it.
I believe it though. It's way more interesting that way. I smell a killing game in the air.
Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language on top of that. I doubt it could have been one of them. What if it was Eito? Huh? Maybe the restoration brought him back, like a zombie. I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. And besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing.
So that means the person behind this threat is in the room with us now?
Everybody glanced around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking. Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Wait, but hold on. There's one other person it could be, right? Everyone seemed to have an idea of what I was getting at.
Aha!
Oh, that's right, Sirei.
I definitely wouldn't put it past him.
But why would he write a threatening message like this? We can figure that out later. For now, we need to find him. And so began the hunt for Sirei. We found him only seconds later. Turned out he was very close to the classroom.
No!
What? How? We're not supposed to be able to kill him. I'm assuming, let's say it was Takumi that did this, it would have blown him up, and then the Gi Queen as well, and then he would have been brought back without the Gi Queen, right? Or is that not the case? I don't know.
Siri?
What the hell? You're kidding!
Why? How could this happen to him?
Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt went far beyond theirs. After all, I had seen this very scene before, the last time I went through this. Back then, Eito had been responsible for it, but Eito didn't exist in this world any longer. I'd killed him myself 2 days earlier. And yet, the same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Eito in the first place was to prevent this. So how? Why? We returned to the classroom in a daze. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downward, expressions grave. Finally, Gaku broke the silence.
Takamaru, do you still think this is all a prank?
But if this isn't a prank, then it's just not fair. They didn't even give us the chance to leave. Maybe it means the kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message. Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that Sire was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise.
That means it happened before Gaku found the message. So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened. How utterly unreasonable.
In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosion then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce that they're going to carry out another crime.
Dadami had a point. It was possible the culprit did this to Sire to show they were serious. In that case, we'd be fine so long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest option. There's no guarantee that the person who wrote the message was the same person who destroyed Sire. It wasn't out of the question that the message really was just a prank. But even if it was, we'd still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed Sire still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school, or do we ignore it and stay? It's up to me to decide. Well, I don't know who spray painted the message, but if it is Takumi, then obviously us leaving the school doesn't really change anything, because he still wants to kill everybody, right? So I'm kind of leaning towards going no first. We'll see if that's the correct decision.
Hey guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
Why?
The enemy could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected.
Hey, didn't you come back from the future? That means you should know exactly when the enemy will attack, right?
So, when's the next attack?
The next one is 3 days from now on day 7.
Then what's the big deal with leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right?
Yeah!
We'd be technically complying with what the message says, and the culprit wouldn't see a need to follow through with their threat.
The next attack being 3 days away is what I remember from last time. But there's no guarantee the enemy will act in the same way this time.
Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say?
I nodded.
There's another thing to consider. Can we really trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? We're talking about someone who did something that vicious to Sire before we even saw the message.
There's no way a person like that's ever going to keep their word. Ergo, this has to be a trap.
I got no clue who they could be. Only thing we can figure is that they're an invader trying to nab the baby in the defense room while we're gone.
You just said you thought it was a prank!
Shut up! Things are different now that Sire's been wrecked.
I personally think we should just ignore that message. That'll launch the culprit into slaughter mode, right? Now that's the kind of show I'd pay through the nose to watch.
My sad excuse of an existence will surely be the first to be eliminated. Oh, I'm all for the idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria is more worth than an atomized speck of fractional dust like me.
So if we take a head count, there's 6 of us who want to stay. Takumi, Takamaru, Dadami, Shoma, and Tsukuma twins. If we're going by a majority vote, those who want to remain have already won, right?
Seriously? Are you all out of your minds?
Nobody's stopping you from going out there yourself.
Outside the wall of fire.
I dare say that's what the culprit's really aiming for.
Once they manage to isolate someone, the real fun begins.
Gaku started shaking like a leaf.
Alright, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
In the end, we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy. Nobody knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided that everyone would move together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached.
And somebody's gonna be dead tomorrow.
I guess the announcements must be pre-recorded, huh?
Yes, Sire told me about them earlier.
Nothing happened in the end. Whoever wrote that message was just bluffing. Can you make up your mind? Do you want us to take the message seriously or not? Right now, no. The situation's changed. So I'm going back to my room to hit the sack.
Whoa. Did you just willingly trigger your own death flag?
I ain't got time for this. We ain't some freaking gamer movie. Definitely not a game. That would be stupid. There's a guy with a controller right now that could just skip my dialogue whenever. But there's no denying that the person who destroyed Sire is still around.
Yes, hiding somewhere in the school.
Or, it's also possible they're hiding somewhere among us. Ah, what a great game. Everyone abruptly stopped what they were doing after Hidiko's statement. We all glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously.
I see how it is. Safer for us all to just sleep in our own rooms then. Well, at least that room's locked, so we don't have to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep.
Hideko was only mentioning that as a possibility.
I refuse to believe the culprit could be one of us. Let's not start suspecting each other. We'd be playing directly into the culprit's hands.
Told you they were just bluffing with that message. Whoever's behind it probably gets a kick out of seeing us run around like headless chickens, that's all.
Tell that to Sire's mangled remains.
Sire was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contraption is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person.
Are you trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human?
I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Oh god, Takamoto's gonna be the first one to die, isn't he?
Anyway, I'm heading back to my room.
Let's see what tomorrow brings.
Takamoto and Dadami left after that, followed by Ima and Kako.
As long as we're together.
No one can hurt us.
They held hands and left the cafeteria together.
Good night, everyone.
Sorry, my body is so poorly formed it can't fall asleep without a bed.
Tsubasa and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it occurred to me they probably had their suspicions. Hideko, Gaku, and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria.
What? This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together?
Everyone's already gone, though, except the three of us. If the two of you are working together, I'd probably be assaulted tonight.
Are you inviting us to...
And then she killed Gaku, and I said, you know what, that's fine. If you are the killer, Hideko, I'm perfectly okay with that, because he's the one I wanted to go the most, so we can just move on. Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Right. On the other hand, I'd be the one in hot soup if you two are the ones behind this.
We're not, but I have no way of proving that. I guess going back to our rooms to rest really is the only thing we can do now. Indeed. Casting aspersions at each other here won't help us sleep any better.
Fine. I'll go too, but only because there's no other choice.
And so, we all went back to our rooms to turn in for the night. I tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me. Who wrote that message and destroyed Sire? Is the culprit really one of us? No, there's no way. That means the culprit's still hiding somewhere in the school. They couldn't have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Sire and writing that message. Hang on. Are we sure the person who wrote the message and the person who destroyed Sire are one and the same? We just automatically assume so, but there's no indication that they are. If it wasn't the same person, then we're actually up against two different people. How did things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. Midnight was just around the corner. Soon it would be day 5. I'm actually doing a quick check on my old videos, because I'm curious what night it was exactly that Hideko and I went back. Okay, so that's actually the night. Day 4 into day 5 is when Hideko and I jumped into this timeline. Or, that's the thing, it could have been this timeline or it could have been the other one where I said, yes, let's leave the school. But, so I'm wondering, did she come here to save somebody who's just been killed? Maybe? Or was she trying to see if she could fix Side? Possibly. I don't know. But yes, it feels like she tried to maybe come over and help this timeline for some reason. I don't know how that makes sense though. But maybe we'll get some answers here soon. It's 12:55 a.m. Hasn't even been an hour since the new day began. A visitor? At this time? Thinking it might be the culprit, I was unnerved, until I realized this would give me a great chance to capture them. Could very well be someone asking for help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. Let's do this. Gathering my wits, I opened my door cautiously. I looked around before stepping out. There's nobody to be seen anywhere. Was it a prank or a hallucination? Just as I turned around to go back into my room, a sharp pain exploded at the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. What just happened? When I next came to, I realized I was on my bed, even though I had lost consciousness outside my room last night. Is that a dream? Was I just half asleep? I touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside last night and someone jumped on me from above. They'd probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched or kicked me, I'm not sure which, on the back of my head. But who? And why? Was it the person who wrote that message and destroyed Side? In that case, why am I still alive? And they even went out of their way to move me back to my bed. Just then. What? The door slammed violently open and Tsubasa ran inside. How did you open my door?
Takumi, it's Gaku. Gaku's...
What happened? Wait. Am I gonna get my wish?
Just go to the classroom on the first floor quickly. The same room we found the message in. I'll go let the others know.
I ran downstairs so quickly I thought I might trip and fall. Getting to the classroom was the only thing on my mind. Soon the classroom came within view. I dashed inside and what greeted me was... Yes! Yes! Oh, thank you! Thank you! The 100-line gods answered my prayers and gave me a timeline where Gaku is gone first. Oh, feels so good. We don't have to listen to his obnoxious whining and complaining. We don't have to listen to his pervy comments. This timeline's gonna be so great. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, here we go. I could hear the others entering the classroom behind me.
No!
What the hell?
Mr. Mariko!
Why? Gaku? Hey, Gaku! Cut it out! This isn't funny at all! Open your eyes, man! Wake up! I said wake up, Gaku!
Dadami kept shaking Gaku's shoulders. He didn't respond, so she started shaking him harder. Hideko slowly put her arms around Dadami and gently pulled her away.
Hey, why don't we just use the Revive-O-Matic?
Right! If we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can...
It won't work. The Revive-O-Matic can only revive a person who only just died. That's what it says in the manual. Can you define just? It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours.
3 hours?
You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed.
Damn, Kako. Really smart.
And besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revive-O-Matic works. You need to have cryptoglobin in your body.
But we couldn't just give up without doing anything. We moved Gaku's body to the infirmary, put him in a corpse recovery drone, and placed him in the Revive-O-Matic. However...
Unfortunately, Kako was right.
The Revive-O-Matic's analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked at the information together. Cause of death, hemorrhagic shock. Estimated time of death, day 5, between 1 and 4 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on the chest and abdomen. Murder weapon is likely a sharp blade about a foot long. Too much time has passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive.
Doesn't something seem off to you guys? Why didn't that corpse recovery drone do its job earlier? Also, doesn't this information usually come in like, I don't know, an iPad or a monopad or something like that?
You're right. The drone had flown over to collect Gaku's body the moment he died. This wouldn't have happened.
Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. Yeah, can we finally get an answer for why this is the case? Because it happened in the Box of Calamity route as well. She went back to the analysis monitor. After fiddling with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock.
The drone itself is working correctly, but someone has overwritten the program that controls it.
What?
The code is too difficult to hack even for me. There's no way we can restore the original programming now. The new settings say that the drone doesn't activate if an FCU member dies outside of a defensive battle. You can't be serious.
Who would do such a thing?
Do you even need to ask?
It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku.
Silence filled the air and nobody spoke for a while. Then Takamaru mumbled something.
Shit, this is all my fault. I kept insisting the culprit was bluffing. Gaku wouldn't have died if I'd believed him.
I don't know about that. The same thing may have happened even if we had all slept together in the cafeteria last night. Or maybe things would have been worse. What do you mean? I'll explain later.
Question is, how did they even get to Gaku? A few hours later, we managed to regain our composure somewhat and started cleaning up the classroom. It just didn't seem right to leave all that blood on the floor. We also made sure to thoroughly check for possible clues that might lead us to the murderer while we cleaned. Ultimately, we came to the realization that the killer had left nothing behind. No footprints, no bodily fluids, not even a single strand of hair. Once we were done, we decided to take care of the message as well. The message that was the cause of everything. The mere sight of it nauseated me. We angrily and vigorously scrubbed the message with solvents until it disappeared, Tsubasa and Shoma crying as they worked. Before we knew it, the sun had already set and we were surrounded by darkness. Then we started on our next task, transporting Gaku's dead body from the infirmary to the morgue.
Hey, why are we moving his body here?
Shouldn't we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is a silent witness who never lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues.
That reminds me, you mentioned that you were trying to become a detective in my previous timeline. And then Ima said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something. I said that! Yes, now do you believe that I've traveled back in time? I'm not sure.
That's not particularly convincing evidence. Am I right to assume you're interested in helping out with the investigation, Kako? Yes. Then share your observations with us, great detective. Who is the most likely suspect in your eyes? But wait, we need to figure things like this out step by step.
She tapped a finger on her temple.
First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? Yes, I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to the classroom on the first floor. I was trying to see if we'd missed any clues that could have pointed us to the identity of the person who wrote the message. But then I found Gaku on the floor, like that. The question is, why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times, in the chest and abdomen. If killing him had been the objective, they could have simply aimed directly for the heart. This number of stab wounds usually indicates some sort of powerful personal grudge.
It feels more like anger than a grudge to me. The killer is the same person who wrote the message, right? And they got angry because we didn't follow their instructions.
Or the fella's just trying to make an example out of someone, thinking they could strike fear into our hearts by killing someone in the most visceral way possible.
I think their objective was even simpler than that.
Pray tell.
To bleed as much cryptoglobin out as possible so that we couldn't possibly revive Gaku even if we found his body right away. That would mean the killer is very familiar with the Special Defense Unit's members and how our bodies work. In short, there's a very high probability that the killer is one of us.
Everyone fell silent at that, but nobody seemed as shaken up as they were yesterday, as if they'd already come to this conclusion deep inside.
That's why, back in the infirmary, I said that things would have been worse if we'd all slept together in the cafeteria. Because the killer would have assassinated everyone in their sleep? Yes, after drugging us with sleep medicine or something. That's unthinkable. It's just not possible. One of us here is the killer? The alarm didn't sound. That means nobody has breached the Academy's defenses.
Oh,
Oh, and before you bring it up, no, Eito couldn't have done it either. Because
She walked to one of the dead bodies, stood in front of it, and promptly pulled off the sheet that was covering it.
see? He's not breathing and has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Eito to be the killer. Unless he somehow turned into a zombie.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
everyone saw what Gaku's estimated time of death on the Revive-O-Matic was.
Yes, I think it was between 1 and 4 a.m. last night.
I'm going to have to ask each and every one of you where you were and what you were doing at the time.
Everyone said they had been sleeping in their own rooms other than Ima. Ima was... I was sleeping in my dear sister's room. Which means only my dear sister and I have valid alibis. The testimony of a sibling is unreliable.
Yes, I was expecting you to say that.
Wait, so none of us had proper alibis?
Hang on. Nobody asked Takumi where he's been yet. Oh, right. What about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer's probably going to be the same.
I hesitated for a moment. Telling the truth would make me seem questionable. But if it never came to light that I lied this time, I definitely looked suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what happened to me last night around 1 a.m.
Say what? Someone came out of nowhere and knocked you out?
And then you woke up to the sound of the morning announcement in your bed. Yes, more or less. The person who knocked me out had to be the killer.
Why only tell us about this now?
I couldn't find a good time to bring it up.
Really? But so much time has already passed since we found Gaku's body.
Everyone looked at me with suspicion in their eyes, causing my heart to beat faster. I'm telling the truth. Please believe me.
So you say, but...
The time traveling thing has got to just be a big fat lie.
Yes, you killed Eito for some reason and made up that tall tale in order to justify your actions.
No.
That would actually explain why Side was destroyed too.
Side was the only one present when Eito was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth.
When Sire tried to blackmail Takumi using that incident, Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him.
Hey!
Why would I do that? What about the message? I was the first one to propose we stay in the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku. Absolutely no reason at all. Humph, you're coming apart at the seams. Nobody said anything about you killing Mr. Mariko. You were all looking at me as if you thought I was the killer. I spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others, but there was nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Takamaru, Adami, Shoma, and Tsukuma twins were especially unwilling to give me any benefit of the doubt. Well then, sister dearest, let us fall asleep under the same roof again tonight.
Yes, like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust the most is the best way to deal with this.
Takamaru, will you please allow this worm to burrow in your room tonight?
What are you saying?
You're the person I trust the most. Or are you afraid I may actually be the killer?
Don't be stupid, you idiot. I'd just kill you right back.
That means I'm staying in Mistress Hirika's room tonight? You can kill me anytime you please, my mistress.
I'm sorry, but you're on your own.
But why?
You may end up killing me for all I know. Besides, I've already been reserved by someone else.
Someone else?
Hiriko is staying with me tonight.
No!
Your only option left is Takumi.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna throw myself into the arms of a serial killer. I have standards on who gets to kill me, you know.
I'm not a serial killer, guys. Well, at least I don't know it yet. Everyone retired to their chosen rooms after deciding on sleeping arrangements. I trudged my way back to my own room as well. I had just returned to my room when the doorbell rang. The door swung open and in walked... Hiriko? Tsubasa? What's the matter? Just so we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything. What? You came all the way just to tell me that? Let me finish. We don't trust you, but we see no reason to be completely suspicious of you either, unlike the other 5. Okay, that's nice to hear. And? If what you've been saying is true, there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days' time on day 7, right? According to what I've lived through, yes. When that happens, I intend to fight. But it's unlikely the other 5 will be willing to follow you. So you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight? Even Takamaru and Darumi who fought on day 1? Tsubasa's trying to say she's willing to lend you a hand. I can't just sit back and let you and Hideko fight the invaders by yourselves. Besides, it's game over for us anyway if we lose. A combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough. Which is why I'm thinking of calling in reinforcements. From where? You once mentioned a second-to-last defense academy that's being protected by 5 special defense unit members, right? Oh, I get it. You want to bring them here. It was inevitable that we would one day have to go to second-to-last defense academy anyway. That academy was attacked on day 10 and Moko was killed. I'd been pushing it to the back of my mind because I thought we still had time. Not that we had any spare time to be thinking about going there at all. It did make sense to go over as soon as possible, so I agreed to Hideko and Tsubasa's plan. Are you both coming with me? Of course! Then we set off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. 6? The campus is quite a distance from here, isn't it? Yeah. We should start early then. We also have to ensure we can make it back before the enemy attack on day 7. That's a good point. That's settled then. We'll be taking our leave now. We'll go tell the others about this. Thank you. They nodded and left the room. There's just one thing bothering me. Was it really a good idea to leave 5 people behind in an academy with a serial killer on the loose? That said, I really did want to reach the second campus before Moko got killed on day 10. Since we needed reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It wouldn't make sense for all of us to go anyway, and leaving just 2 or 3 to protect the school alone wouldn't be any better. In fact, it would be worse because that'd just make them easier targets for the killer. I concluded that the safest thing to do was to go there with Hideko and Tsubasa. I hope we can meet the team from the second academy tomorrow. Kiyoshika, Moko, Karada, Yugamu, and Nozomi. The possibility of seeing them again did nothing to loosen the tight knot in my stomach. After all, a friend had just been violently murdered today. Wait, no, not a friend. More like an acquaintance. No, not an acquaintance. More like a nuisance. Nah, nuisance is too kind. More like... I couldn't get the sight of Gaku's mangled body out of my mind. At 6 a.m., I went straight to the entrance hall where Hideko and Tsubasa were already waiting for me. You are 10 seconds late. 10 seconds? A split second of distraction can prove fatal in battle. You will do well to remember that. Yes, ma'am. I mindlessly responded to Hideko while looking around. I didn't see anyone else. You're not even going to see us off, huh? I mean, they believe you're a serial killer, you know? Nothing I could do about that. How did you break the news to them? I just told them plainly. I said we needed to bring in a second team to increase our combat power. And they didn't criticize you for daring to follow a serial killer there? They sure did, which is why I asked them nicely if they'd rather we left said serial killer behind with them. Suddenly letting just the 3 of us go became the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. We can chat later. Let's be on our way.
Alrighty then.
Phew, we finally arrived.
Oh?
So, this is the place. Second to last Defense Academy.
As we got closer, I saw her. Nozomi. My pulse started racing. My breathing got heavier. I felt an uncontrollable burning in my chest. Nozomi was alive. She was alive again and right here in front of me. Without thinking, I almost reached out to touch her. But I fought that impulse and pulled it back.
Huh? Who are you guys?
Words simply failed me. While I was still busy being incoherent, Nigo and the others showed up as well.
Are you perhaps from Last Defense Academy? How did you know that? Your class armor. Is that something you guys needed? Yes, actually.
After moving the conversation to the cafeteria and introducing ourselves, we told everyone what had happened at Last Defense Academy. About Eito, the threatening message, Shirei's destruction, all of it. That was all there was, though. There was nothing else that happened. Definitely nothing important. No important characters died. That was all. Damn it. Stop talking about it. I want to make the joke that it doesn't even matter and we just moved on like it didn't even happen, but they keep referencing it, even about Gaku's murder and me traveling back in time. I also shared everything that had happened in the 100 days I had previously gone through. What greeted me at the end was silence. Nigo had stopped moving and had a dazed, distant look in his eyes. Seirei's destruction must have been too much for him. None of the others from the Second Academy had anything to say either. They all stood frozen, mouths agape in astonishment.
I see. Thanks for the massive info dump, I guess. I'm still trying to process everything, but I more or less get what you're trying to say.
The long and short of the matter is that Last Defense Academy is currently in quite a bit of a pickle. Am I right to say that?
Yeah.
Then we have to go there right away.
Since this place is just a decoy, there's no need for us to protect it anymore.
The enemy will be attacking that academy tomorrow, right?
Then we must hasten our steps.
And get there by today.
Thank you. We would greatly appreciate the backup.
Nigo, is the school bus available? Hey, Nigo, can you hear me? Oh yes, the bus is available.
Great. We'll meet in the parking lot after everyone here gets ready. Takumi, Hideko, and Tsubasa, you guys can go there first. It's at... Don't worry, I know where it is.
I'm packed and ready to go. Onwards to Last Defense Academy.
We all started walking towards the bus, except for Nigo, who hadn't moved from his spot at all. As soon as we noticed, we stopped walking.
Something wrong, Nigo? I cannot go.
What?
I've been ordered to guard Second to Last Defense Academy with my life. Therefore, I am unable to abandon it. Ordered? By who?
Your superior officer, the one who got destroyed.
Nope. This order came from the higher-ups on the artificial satellite.
No.
Can't you defy them somehow?
We all tried to talk Nigo out of staying, but he refused to abandon his post. We have no choice but to leave him behind. So I'm guessing this decision leads to something bad, which is why Hideko, in the other timeline that we just left, this is why she essentially just kicks the shit out of Nigo to bring him along. But I don't know what that could be, though.
But...
It's already night and we're running out of time. We have to go now.
I'll be just fine, everybody. You see, there's no commanding officer at Last Defense Academy right now. So if I open a dialogue with the higher-ups about this, they may reassign me there. Fine. Hurry up and do that dialogue thing with your superiors and come over as soon as you can, understand?
We'll be waiting for you over there.
Thank you. Be careful.
And so, we had to part ways with Nigo. After exchanging firm handshakes, we boarded the school bus. We decided to let Tsubasa drive as she had the most experience with vehicles, and then...
All right, let's go.
She floored the accelerator and the bus peeled off. We made our way toward our base, Last Defense Academy. A short while after setting off, I started a conversation with the 5 members of the Second Academy.
First of all, I'm grateful that you decided to come with us. Am I also right to assume that you believed what I said?
What you said?
About coming back from the future.
It's too much of a coincidence to be made up.
What is more, you possess knowledge about us that we have revealed to none but ourselves.
We believe you only because it makes sense to, not because we want to.
I believe you, Takumi.
Thank you, everyone. You have no idea how glad this makes me. Because nobody in the other academy believes me at all.
Including those 2 over there?
The 5 of them turned to stare at Hideko and Tsubasa.
You don't believe him? Can you not see the pureness in his eyes? His very soul itself?
They kept looking at Hideko and Tsubasa in plain and undisguised disgust. The 2 eventually caved under the weight of their collective stares.
Fine. I believe him.
What, you do? I guess I should too then.
I mean, I get there's a chance that maybe he learned about all this stuff in another way, but it feels very weird that he would lie about how he knows about this other academy. Seriously, that's all it took? I held back from speaking my thoughts out loud. The reasoning didn't matter as long as they believed me. With this, there were now more people who believed me than those who didn't. It made me feel more at ease after going through those terrible things yesterday. As the bus kept rumbling on, the pleasant swaying sensation made me so drowsy I almost fell asleep. Eventually, the sight of the wall of fire slowly came into view through the windshield of the bus.
Oh, Mr. Tunico, I'm so glad you're safe and sound. I was so sure the serial killer would be coming back by himself.
Oof.
Thank goodness you're both okay.
Hey!
What about me? By the way, are those guys with you?
Nameless NPCs. Hello there. My name is Nozomi Kitafuji.
No!
I'm Okomajiro, the apocalyptic maiden of destruction.
Kyoshika Magadori at your service.
Bow your heads, peasants. I am Kurado Suzuki, the great and powerful.
And I'm Yugamo Omikage, teenage assassin, hopeless romantic, and all-around nice guy.
They're neither nameless nor NPCs.
They're totally trying to assert themselves as main characters.
We should introduce ourselves too.
That's all right. We've already heard all about you on the bus. Well, that saves us a lot of time. What are we waiting for then? It's time to play some games where losers have to get their nails ripped off for shits and giggles.
Wow, that sounds like my kind of fun.
I'm not playing. We have a battle coming up tomorrow. Now that the introductions are over, we should rest up until then.
So you guys are really gonna fight together with us?
You'll know it.
Huh.
It is the very reason we have come here. But why would you help us?
Why do you even need to ask? That's because we all have the same ultimate goal in mind.
Ultimate?
Goal. From here on, we just protect the baby in the defense room until day 100, right? Then the missiles he's been charging up will be launched in all directions.
Oh, the invaders will be wiped out, and that'll be the end of world death.
But right before, we shoot off of the escape pod to join back up with the rest of humanity on the artificial satellite.
Or so we have heard from Sir Takumi.
I see no reason to say no. We make it through those 100 days, and everyone's stories end happily. We're with you all the way.
The palpable excitement of the 5 members from the Second Academy stood in stark contrast to the sullen moods of those from this academy.
What's the matter? They're just feeling awkward because they have no intention of joining us for tomorrow's defensive battle. Whereas you guys will be sent into the battlefield as their substitutes even though you're new here. Wait, why aren't you joining the fight? I already explained on the way here. They do not trust Takumi's leadership. Oh, that whole time-traveling thing? That's just part of it. Gaku's murder played a big part. Right now they all think Takumi did it.
Excuse me, Sir Takumi is a killer.
No, of course not. I didn't do it.
Sir Takumi has spoken. What is your response? We already discussed this thing to death.
But there's no proof yet.
Proof of what?
Proof of Takumi's innocence.
Apprehending the real perpetrator is the best way to settle this.
I'll believe you if you can do that.
Okay, so guilty and 2 proven innocent then, huh? That's cool. We went back to our rooms soon after our meeting to rest and recharge for tomorrow's defensive battle. As I flopped down onto the bed, I found myself whispering under my breath. The real perpetrator. That's right. I had to find and catch the real culprit. That was the only way I could regain the trust of those 5 and convince them to help with the battles again. It was also the quickest way. Emo was absolutely right. There was another good reason. I wanted to avenge Gaku. He'd never be able to rest in peace if I let the perpetrator get away. But how would I figure out who the real killer was? Unlike Kako, I didn't have a detective bone in my body. I had a lot to think about. However, the trip to and from Second to Last Defense Academy had depleted all my energy. I was swallowed by the darkness of sleep before I could even think about my options.
Okay, so Takumaru, Dadami, Shoma, Kako, and Ima aren't even going to come see us off? They won't be joining the battle. Why would they show up? I don't know. They can at least cheer for us, right? Get them, guys. Go fight and risk your lives for us because we don't want to. That doesn't sound like a very morale-boosting cheer at all. Anyway, when is the enemy gonna be showing up?
Anytime now. Remember what I told you in the bus yesterday about the commander's special traits?
Yes, Sir Takumi.
They have it all memorized. The alarm sounded immediately after he said that.
They're here.
Take the lead, Takumi.
Huh?
What?
You are a leader, aren't you?
Tuh.
Don't you have anything to say to your team before they head out into battle?
Oh, right. Is everyone ready?
Ready when you are.
The holy Jumanji sword is always ready. She ravenously longs to spill the blood of the wicked.
I'm ready. I took a whole bunch of anti-nausea pills, so I
made this using my own special formula. Efficacy guaranteed. Loosen up, Tsubasa. You'll be fine. You got the apocalyptic maiden of destruction looking out for you now.
Thanks. I trust you. Let's all work together out there. Humanity's counting on us.
This isn't just for them, but for ourselves too. We fight for our future. Let's go.
We managed to clear out the minions.
Now we shall deal with the commander.
You mean that person over there?
Wait. Who's that?
On the edge of the battlefield, watching us fight was a figure I didn't recognize.
Is that the commander you guys fought before?
No, that wasn't the one.
Hideko was right. I never saw that person during the whole of my previous 100 days. I had no idea who they were, but they were not a commander I'd fought before, that's for sure.
Hey, look! There's someone else over there!
Is that the one then? Yes, it is.
That's the commander we faced our first day here.
How is it I can understand him?
Little Black Riding Hood over there hasn't done anything, though.
Little Black Riding Hood?
See that black hood they're wearing? Name fits to a T.
I feel like we give a different name every single timeline for that. Who is that? Why is someone I've never seen before showing up all of a sudden? Did the timeline change?
Hey, Takumi! Stop staring off into space like some plebeian and start acting like a leader, why don't you?
Okay, sorry.
Yes. Right. Everyone, concentrate your attacks on the giant commander over there first.
Little Black Riding Hood can wait.
Understood.
We did it! We took down the commander!
What about Little Black Riding Hood?
I looked around. The mysterious figure had disappeared at some point during the battle.
Who the heck was that anyway?
Mayhaps a passerby who was on their way to the convenience store?
How does a random passerby simply walk onto a highly secured compound like this?
Well, on the way to the convenience store at that.
More importantly, what should we do about the commander? He's not dead yet.
Tsubasa pointed to where Mervrim lay on the ground, heavily injured but still breathing.
I think he's trying to say something.
Let me see.
Yugamu knelt over the fallen commander. After a quick but surprisingly thorough examination, he spoke up again.
His vocal cords have been crushed. Someone must have hit him right in the throat.
So, he won't be able to talk then.
That's right.
Even if he could, it's not like we can understand their language.
That's not true. When he first showed up, he told us his name and stuff. Remember?
I am Mervrim, the paragon of order. In the name of order, I will strike you down.
That line makes even less sense from Takumi since he even had a line previously like, wait, why can I understand him now?
That was what I heard.
He was the one who got struck down in the end.
So, back to the topic at hand. What should we do with him? Why are we even discussing this? We kill him and take his cryptoglobin.
Huh?
To survive to day 100, we must fight and win every single battle that is to come. And for that to happen, we must keep getting stronger.
I am of the same mind.
Take him out, Takumi. Make it quick.
They were all waiting on me to make the call. I hardened my resolve, but nodded slowly. Alright, well, going down my list, the next person on the list that only has 2 is Dadami, but she's not out here, so Tsubasa gets 2 instead. Missed your chance, Dadami.
It's done.
At night, the 8 of us who had fought in the defensive battle had a small victory party in the cafeteria. We discussed who deserved to be crowned MVP and who had the coolest looking finishing moves. Everyone talked and laughed pleasantly as we reviewed the battle together. Even though a fellow comrade had been killed just 2 days ago, the adrenaline rush of victory had us in high spirits. And then they showed up. The 5 members who hadn't taken part in the battle.
Hunger pains got the better of your suspicions. Sorry, but we're not in the business of feeding losers here. None of you did anything to contribute to this victory.
Hey!
Come on, don't be like that. It's just food. What's the big deal?
We ain't here to poach your food. Then what are you here for?
Just thought it wouldn't be right to not even say thanks, you know?
Thanks? For what? Thank you for saving the Academy and us.
Yes, thank you.
From the bottom of my worthless heart, thank you.
There's no need to be so formal. I'd rather hear you say you'll help us out in the next battle. Those are two different things.
We still think Mr. Semino stinks to high heaven. We ain't gonna lift a finger to help until he can prove his innocence.
You have to show us concrete proof that he wasn't the killer. Your stance hasn't changed since last night, then. Basically, you want us to find the real murderer.
Yes, that is, if you can find one, since Takumi may very well be the culprit.
The party ended soon after and we all went back to our own rooms. When I did the same, I found someone waiting for me there. Shion! Or whatever your name is in this timeline. Hello, it's been a while. You... why? No, wait, I get it. You have clues to the identity of the real perpetrator who killed Gaku 2 days ago. And you're here to share them with me, right? Sadly, that's not what I'm here for. I am aware that one of your friends, Gaku Mariko, was killed by someone. However, I wasn't there when it happened, so I didn't witness the crime. I am far from omnipresent. While I'm able to move instantly to any location I have in mind, I don't have full knowledge of everything that goes on in this academy. Well, that's too bad. What are you actually here for, then? To inform you of something. I'll keep it short. I'm not feeling very well right now. Not feeling well? In what sense? Right. You can't tell because I'm in this form. Basically, I'm sick. How did that happen? There is a particular space known as blood space in this world. It is a distinct space filled with cryptoglobin energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has been seeping into a certain part of that space.
What?
My true form, the baby, is being badly affected by that aura. You are aware that the baby's body is also filled with cryptoglobin energy, yes? That is why the malicious aura is also encroaching on the baby's body. I'm sorry, what exactly are you trying to say? To put it simply, a source of evil intent from this timeline is invading the baby's body. Oh, that leaves me more confused than ever. Then what should I do? What can I do to help? Can I bring the baby some medicine? Wait, if a malicious aura is causing this, I should bring an exorcist, right? The only cure is to solve the case in the future that's causing this. The case in the future? Not what happened to Gaku 2 days ago. I did mention the malicious aura is coming from the future, didn't I? Solving the case that produces that aura is the cure to this disease. When all is settled, the baby's body should make a full recovery. Yes. This also means I won't be able to show myself to you for a while. That's what I wanted to tell you today. So, I won't be able to talk to you for a while. Please don't look so sad. This isn't goodbye forever. It's just... You must solve this future case yourself, Takumi. Then we will be able to see each other again. I'm counting on you. This got real confusing. With that, the ghost boy disappeared from sight. A future case.
Hey!
What case, though? Wait, does that mean there's going to be another murder? No, he didn't mention anything about the case being a murder case. I prayed that it would be something completely different. I never wanted to see something like that again. Actually, this picture's okay, but anybody else I don't want to see like this again. Days of accumulated stress and fatigue finally got to me, and I ended up sleeping through the morning like a log. When I finally woke up, it was afternoon. In fact, the sun was already sinking into the horizon toward the west. That was the exact moment the shrill sound of sirens blasted all around me. That sound immediately dispelled the heavy fog clouding my brain. What? Why now? The enemy just came yesterday. Are they attacking us 2 days in a row? That's only day 8. The next battle should have been on day 7. The timeline was changing. For some reason, it was starting to spiral completely out of control. I better get over to the war room. I rushed frantically out of my room. It does make me wonder what's happening at second to last Defense Academy right now, because we know the brainwashing commander's supposed to be over there. Do they not attack anymore? Or maybe now that there actually is somebody there in Nigo to attack, maybe they still will. I don't know.
Oh, Takumi.
Now you show up. Everyone else is already here. Sorry, I came as quickly as I could. Everyone, as in everyone who took part in the battle yesterday, in case you misunderstood.
The Frightened Five won't be showing up today either, I assume. Are you still hopping on that?
We must go out and meet the enemy forces immediately, Sir Takumi.
Yes, of course. Let's do this. Initiate defensive battle.
Time is money, and they've certainly wasted a lot of mine.
I can already feel the nice warm shower waiting for me.
Careful. The battle isn't over yet. Look over there.
Is that Little Black Riding Hood?
Was the convenience store closed?
Went there yesterday, found it closed, and they're now on their way back. Is that the story you've written for them? How far is this store?
Ignore Little Black Riding Hood and focus on dealing with Pakron first.
Right. Got it.
Well, that was surprisingly easy.
The Holy Jumanji sword has not had her fill.
Holy Jumanji?
The Holy Jumanji sword!
We still have to deal with them.
Nozomi pointed to where the figure we dubbed Little Black Riding Hood stood. They began walking toward us with slow deliberation. Then they pulled back their hood, revealing...
The Supreme Commander. It was her all along.
Who?
The one who's leading the invader army, remember? I told you guys about her before.
At that, Supreme Commander brought her hand up to her mask.
Among my people, I am known as Veshness, the paragon of hope.
You're vexed about your looks, therefore the mask?
No, I am not.
But you're so much uglier than I am.
Thank you, Moko.
Not the best line to spout in this day and age.
More importantly,
How is it you can understand us?
Ah, I see. So you know nothing either. To think I came all this way to scope out the reason behind the change.
What change?
The change that took place several days ago. All of a sudden, my soldiers started gaining immense power. At the same time, we became capable of understanding your language.
we looked at each other in confusion. Kyoshiko was the one who spoke up.
Her words confound me, but she would be the chief villain, yes? Should we be able to defeat her, will this war not end immediately?
That's right. We can end this
Sorry.
right here and now.
Such interesting creatures. I had intended to stick to the appointed days and let you entertain me. And well, I suppose picking off 2 or 3 right now matters not in the grand scheme of things.
Is that a challenge? If so, you're on!
Veshness slowly started walking towards us, getting closer and closer with each ambling step. But before I could do anything...
Hold your horses!
Takamaru!
Takamaru!
Yeah!
Why are you?
I was watching y'all fight from the rooftop. That ignited a spark in me. And before I knew it, I was here.
Without waiting for a reply, Takamaru turned to face Veshness.
Hey! You said your name was Veshness or something? Ain't fair for us all to gang up on you. So how about a one-on-one with me?
No, that's not a good idea.
Takamaru, that's not a good idea!
Shut up, marshmallow face!
What?
Marshmallow?
If you insist, you shall be given an express ticket to the River Styx, where I suppose you could apply to serve as a boat rower.
Oh, what do you know? They know about the river Styx there as well. Guess they have, was that Greek mythology? Roman mythology? I don't remember which one it is.
Save that ticket for yourself, bitch! I hope you packed your bikini. Oh, wait! It just fall right off your flat chest, huh?
What is happening?
It's you or me, Veshness!
Takemoto hurtled towards Veshnes on his bike, but the very next moment, Veshnes unleashed a powerful sidekick that sent him flying. She immediately leapt into the air, switched her sword to her other hand, and angled it at the fallen Takemoto as she dropped down. When I next opened my eyes, what I saw was the sky. What I felt was a searing pain across my back. I heard the gurgling sound of cryptoglobin gushing out of my body from a wound.
Takumi? Why did you...
Oh, now I remember. My body had moved before my brain did, and it made its way to where Veshnes would have landed. I had thrown myself over Takemoto to shield him from the blade she had pointed at him.
Self-sacrificing acts are such mood dampeners.
You motherfucker!
That strike just confirmed my suspicions. Watching paint dry is going to be more fun than fighting you in your current state, like kicking a helpless puppy. What is the point of that?
That's dark.
I shall grant you the gift of time. Use it well and gain more power. Perhaps you shall be able to provide more entertainment the next time we meet. Until then. One more thing. I will be taking Pakron's body back with me, lest you desecrate it like you did with Mervram's corpse the other day.
Desecrate?
You absorbed his cryptoglobin. That is an insult of the highest order amongst our people. Never will I allow it to happen again. Farewell.
The sound of Veshnes' footsteps faded away, and I heard heavy stomping getting closer as the others ran over to me.
Takumi!
Sir Takumi!
Are you okay? Stay with us.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be fine.
Bleh.
Takumi?
Takumi!
Takumi!
Somebody get the Revivomatic ready, please. Oh damn, what a jump. When I next came to, Nozomi was right in front of me. It was pitch black and she didn't seem to notice I was awake.
Nozomi.
I called out to her softly. In response, she leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. What the hell? She scuttled frantically around the room a few times before finally coming to a stop. And then she just stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up.
Are you sure you should be doing that?
What do you mean?
Your injuries were so severe, you've been out for 13 days.
That means today is...
It's day 21.
What time is it?
Well, it's time for the nighttime announcement to play, I think.
What a horrible time to wake up. I doubt I can fall back asleep now.
That's what you're worried about?
What are you doing here anyway?
Nursing you back to health.
For 13 days?
No, we've been taking turns. It just happened to be my turn today.
I see. Sorry for the trouble.
It's no trouble at all. Oh wait, I need to go tell everyone you're awake.
She dashed out of the room immediately after that. Is she going to call everyone here? This room's not nearly big enough for that. Decided to get up and go meet the others instead. A short while later, everyone else came running over frantically. No, not everyone. Only Takemoto and the 8 who had joined the battle on day 8.
Takumi!
Takumi! Sir Takumi!
How are you feeling?
At Tsubasa's question, Yugamu marched closer and started poking and prodding at various parts of my body. Eventually, he's good. All is well. Yo! Takumi's back in business!
You deserve a title belt for this. Nice going. What a relief.
Everyone started loudly expressing how happy they were to see me awake.
We were seriously considering killing you if you didn't wake up for another 3 days.
What? The Revivomatic could have brought you back to life in full health. But none of us wanted to be the one to do the deed.
And that's why we waited to see if you would recover by yourself.
Okay. Glad that worked out, but seriously, you could have just, finished me off out there on the battlefield. That would have been fine. My lips turned upward into a smile. Where's everyone else?
I told them you'd woken up, but they didn't want to come visit. Have those people no heart?
Perhaps they are still of the opinion that Sir Takumi is a killer.
Nobody else got killed after that one incident, right? It has to be because the real culprit's already found a way outside the wall of fire.
That's one possibility. However, this fact also adds to the case against him.
Nobody got killed when Takumi was unconscious. Therefore, Takumi's the killer.
Oh.
That's very likely what the others are thinking.
I can't believe this. I shook my head helplessly. Didn't matter. I decided to just put them out of my mind for now. The more important thing is, what happened in the 13 days I was out? Were there any enemy attacks?
Only one on day 15. The 8 of us fought them off.
Veshnesh showed up in that battle as well.
But we blew her to Kingdom Come with the Undying Flame Bomb crafted by Lady Tsubasa.
Whoa, that's incredible. Beating Veshnesh with just the 8 of you? Everyone had a proud smile on their face. Wait, that means Takamaru fought too?
Do you even need to ask? You really thought I'd just fold my hands and stay on the sidelines after what you did?
So, you're no longer suspicious of me?
For now, I believe you. Sorry about before, by the way. Thanks for doing that for me on day 8. You seriously saved my life.
It's fine.
Also, we need to tell you about Nico.
Huh? What happened to him?
It is most unfortunate.
Nico, he...
He's gone.
What? Why?
We got worried, so we went to Second to Last Defense Academy to check on him. But the school had been completely destroyed, and Nico's remains were lying in the debris.
We recovered a memory chip with an event log that Tsubasa decrypted for us.
Turns out, Nico self-destructed.
Self-destructed?
He did it to create a massive explosion and kill the invaders during an attack.
Oh no.
I have a suspicion. The loss of Sire, his superior officer, may have played a part in that decision as well.
Nico was really attached to that Sire guy after all. It may have been his plan all along to remain behind and follow him in death. Nico was such a nice guy, his loss will be greatly felt.
A heavy, suffocating silence filled the air, though it didn't last long. It was broken by the sound of the usual nighttime announcement. And then, a few seconds later... What? Again? Oh yeah, this is Ava's night. I literally just woke up from a coma. They sure know how to pick their timing.
That is exactly why you'll be sitting this one out.
I can't just...
Stuff it. We'll just be fighting hard enough to make up for you.
Stay snug in bed, convalescent.
No, I'm fighting too.
Why are you being so stubborn?
Hey!
Because I'm the leader of the Special Defense Unit. Come on, to the war room. I immediately started running.
Wait, Takumi! Oh, for goodness sake.
Everyone here? Then let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out.
Has your lust for blood and battle been satisfied, my holy Jumanji sword?
No, I need a lot more than this. Give me more blood. More.
It's the first time we've heard her voice the Holy Jumanji sword.
Huh, I didn't know the Holy Jumanji sword talked like that.
I'm more concerned about where the commander is.
They couldn't have only sent those minions. The commander must be lurking somewhere.
Oh my! What is all the smoke?
Smoke? Or maybe poison gas?
The question is, how are we going to deal with Ava without Kako in the battle?
It's just mist, guys. M-I-S-T.
Fine water droplets floating in the air that's harmless to the human body.
Wait, I remember this mist. The person hiding behind it should be...
Yay! The mist is gone. I can see everything clearly now.
Actually, Tsubasa, it's reversed. I can see everything clearly now that the mist is gone.
Look over there!
What's great is I can make song references like that without having Gaku get all pissed off at me, because he's no longer around. Fantastic.
Is that?
Yes! That's the commander for this battle!
I do find it kind of funny, though, that, like, we didn't even need Kako in this timeline for some reason. We just took out the mist-making machine just fine without her. There are some inconsistencies, for sure, when it comes to the battles in that regard.
Whew! Victory is ours this time.
That was a tricky enemy.
What are we gonna do with her?
Everyone turned to look at the commander.
Please, don't kill me. My name is Ava, the paragon of nature.
Ava?
I didn't know why, but I felt like I'd heard that name before. How?
Please, spare me, for the love of God.
Ava brought her hand up to her mask, and in a swift, smooth movement took it off.
The same as Veshnas.
She looks just like a human.
No need to pay her appearance any mind.
What?
Because she is to be executed.
Sorry, I skipped over the why.
No. Spare me. Please don't kill me. I'll be useful. I can give you lots of intel. I'll give you anything. Just please, spare me.
So the lady insists. Any thoughts?
A dramatic bluff if I have ever seen one. Any intel she provides is bound to be full of fabrications.
No, I would never. I only speak the truth.
I think we should kill her too.
Why?
Surely you understand why we would hesitate to trust the words of the enemy.
You'll say something sweet to suck up to us, and then turn around and betray us the first chance you get.
You're all being so awful. Why won't anyone believe me?
Ava kept pleading with us, her face filled with a woeful expression. Hideko glanced at her scornfully before speaking up again.
Takumi, you're the leader, so you decide.
Everyone turned to look at me, waiting for my reply. At that moment, I could suddenly feel extra eyes on me. I traced the source of the sensation to the rooftop, where I could see the other 4 members, Dotami, Shoma, Ima, and Kako. Killing Ava now would make them even more wary of me. After all, their suspicions were rooted in the fact that I had killed Eito. If I did the same thing now, that would undoubtedly cement the image of me as a heartless killer in their minds. I wanted to avoid giving them that impression. No, to be honest, even if those 4 hadn't been watching.
Please, I beg of you. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I could never kill someone so earnestly pleading for her life. It just wasn't right. I felt ashamed for even allowing myself to consider deciding the fate of another person through calculating what would benefit me the most. So I looked into the eyes of everyone present and said,
Let Ava live. We'll imprison her here and interrogate her later.
and this time we won't have to deal with Sidai brainwashing her.
You gotta be shitting me.
You truly believe that to be the best path?
Yes.
I think you will regret this.
I won't. Because I'll hold myself fully responsible for making it work.
Very well. Our leader has spoken.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Leader, your name is Takumi, if I remember correctly. I can't thank you enough for this, from the bottom of my heart.
Ava was choking on her words and bawling her eyes out. Next instant, an intense pain spread through my back. Forcing myself to join the battle when I hadn't fully healed and reopen the wound. A sharp pain shot up my spine. I crumpled to the ground, unable to exert any strength at all. A hazy veil hung over my mind, blocking me from making out what the others around me were saying. I slowly slipped into a sweet, silent serenity. Oh, skipped 3 more days. I woke up to the familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time she noticed right away that I was awake and... I'm not screaming right now. Leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room even longer than last time before finally coming to a stop, and then she just stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. What is that about? I don't understand why she's so terrified whenever I wake up. Like, does she think I'm dead and then I just come back to life? Is this because of the Gi Queen inside of me? I don't know. Why are you so surprised? Did this exact same thing happen before?
But you were out for 13 days the last time. It's only been a little more than 2 days this time. Can you blame me?
That means today is...
Day 24.
What time? Well, I guess I don't need to ask. The morning announcement just played. Zomi nodded.
Are you feeling any better?
I'm fine.
Stop putting on an act, okay? Remember what happened during the last defensive battle?
I do. As long as I don't force myself to fight like that day, I'll be fine, see?
Really?
Yeah. Despite my confident reply, Nozomi still seemed unconvinced. By the way, what happened to Ava after I passed out?
Well, she refused to tell us anything.
What? She promised to give us intel if we spared her life.
We reminded her about that promise as well, but then she said, I'm not going to tell you anything because the offer to share the intel was made to Takumi, your team leader, not you. And that's why she's refusing to say anything until you can go talk to her, I guess.
Damn it. What's she trying to pull? Okay, well, I think this is where I'm going to have to call it. Yeah, I was really hoping for there to be a good stopping place for me at some point, like free time, hang out, something like that, but no. It doesn't feel like there's going to be anything. I should have just stopped before the exploration to take us to Second to Last Defense Academy, but it's fine. I am trying to get through these videos a bit quicker, because again, trying to finish up this game, because we've been playing this for so very long. And as much fun as I'm having with it, like I've said before, there are several other games that I also want to get through, so yeah, as far as this timeline, I mean, it is kind of interesting. I still am upset that I'm not continuing on with Hidiko's timeline. It just feels like this game is trying to do everything possible to keep me from going through her timeline, but this one is somewhat interesting. I will say it's a little odd that Takumi gets possessed by a gi. I really hope there's a good explanation as far as why that happened in this one and not the other one where we didn't kill Eito. The only thing that comes to mind, like I said before, is that Eito had a gi inside of him and that's why he wanted to kill everybody. It was affecting his brain in that way. I don't know how he got a gi put inside of him, but yeah, I don't really know what's happening now. I'm assuming Takumi is the one that has killed Gaku, although there's a thought that comes to mind because we know Takumi and Hideko from another timeline jumped to that day 4, the night of day 4. There's a chance maybe Hideko knew about Takumi getting possessed in that timeline, so she's the one that knocked him out that night. Maybe she tried to get the gi removed and bring him back to life, but it sounded like she said that didn't work. So maybe the gi is just still inside of him. Because the thing is also, Takumi's not really acting as if he has a gi inside of him, so maybe he doesn't know, possibly. There's still a lot of questions surrounding this that I'm hoping there's good explanations for, because I've definitely seen so far in this game there are some timelines where it does feel a little sloppy and hastily put together. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case here. I'm hoping they really thought this through and they're making sure that all of their T's are crossed and their I's are dotted, just to make sure that this story does make sense when I think back on it. And who knows, maybe it's going to answer some of the questions I had in the Box of Calamity route as well that weren't fully explained. So we'll see where it goes, but yeah, I'm definitely excited. So with all that being said, cue the outro. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. I really hope you enjoyed it. First and foremost, please leave some comments down below with some of your experiences from this game. I love getting to chat with people about how they felt when they played the game. Also, if you have some tips and tricks, that would be much appreciated. Or if you just want to tell me how bad I am at this game, that's fine too, as long as you keep it spoiler free. I also have a review channel where I watch and talk about some of my favorite TV shows and movies, as well as a channel where I talk soccer, so if you want to give those channels a follow, that would be much appreciated. Lastly, if you want to help this channel improve in quality, or if you want to see me play more games, I do have a Patreon where all the proceeds will go directly to this channel, and all of this is down in the description below. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.